Hi, in this video, I am going to give you a walkthrough of my application, BookMyHotel. This is a web application and is created for the demonstration purpose. This is a monolithic application. So a user can come over here, get himself registered and log in, then search for the hotels and book a specific hotel. So now let's first get registered. I'll click on this register link. And now I'm going to specify the details using which I have to register myself. So the customer name I've specified, then I've specified title, address, credit card number, and password. Then I'll click on the register and notice that the registration ID is generated. Then I'll go back and I'll use this registration ID and password to log in. So after I log in, if I click on view registration details, I can see the registration details which I have used to register myself. Then if I click on existing hotel bookings, I'll see that no bookings are done so far. Now let's go back and I'll click on search hotels. So let's search the hotels on the basis of city, state and country. So I'm going to give the search criteria. So the city is Noida, state is UP and country is India. So I'm going to click on search hotels and this is giving me a list of all the hotels available for booking. So I can click on any hotel of my choice. I'm clicking on Radisson Hotel. I can view all the details related to this hotel, and if I like the details, then I'll click on book hotel and going to book a room in this hotel. So I'll specify the start date. So let's specify the date as 12th Feb 2021 and the end date as 20th Feb 2021 and the room type as single. Then I'll click on book hotel and my booking ID is generated. So now if I click on existing hotel bookings again, I can see the booking ID over here and I'll click on this booking ID and I can see the details of my booking, right? So this is the application. Now let's go to STS to look into the application structure. So I have created a Spring Boot project over here. This is a MVC application. Here I have JSPs under web and view. Okay. Then I have the controller classes, I have the DAO classes, I have the model classes, and I have the service classes. So if I go to one of the controllers, let's say I go to the search controller, here I have auto wired my search hotel service. Okay, and I have used it. Then in the search hotel service, if I go over there, I can see that I have auto wired my search hotel DAO and I'm going to use it. So I've used my search hotel DAO to get my list of specific hotels, right? So now let's go to the main class that is Book My Hotel Mono application. Here I have annotated it with Spring Boot application annotation. And this annotation consists of Spring Boot configuration, enable auto configuration, component scan. So with the component scan, it is actually scanning the components and finding out those components which are annotated with service annotation, repository annotation, or controller annotations. Okay. So with enable auto configuration, Spring Boot auto configures your application based on the jar files that are available in your path. So let's look into the pom.xml file. Here I have specified which all jars we need to include. So in the pom.xml file, first I have specified my Spring Boot starter parent and I have specified the version as 2.3.7.release. And in the dependencies, there are multiple starter dependencies specified over here. And there are no versions required to be specified over here because the versions will be automatically picked based on the parent version. Okay. So now, based on whatever starters I have included, Spring Boot will be doing the auto configuration. It will kick in and based on the dependencies included as well as whatever I have configured in the application YAML file. So if I look into the application YAML file, I have configured spring.mvc.view.suffix as JSP and spring.mvc.view.prefix as /pebble/view. So Spring Boot will configure the internal view resolver, which will take the logical path for your JSP page and make it into a physical path. So if I go to my search controller again, and here in this method, it is returning /search/search. So an internal view resolver will use it and will find out the JSP under /webin/view/search/search.jsp. So here I have /webin/view/search/search.jsp. Okay, so search JSP will be picked from here. And a dispatcher servlet is also going to be configured automatically by the Spring Boot. Now server port is specified as 5050. So an embedded server will run at this port. So if I have to run, I'll just go over here and I right click on it and I will say run as Spring Boot, or I can go to this boot dashboard. I will right click it and I will run it. As of now, it is running. I can stop it, I can restart it. Okay. So this is how my BookMyHotel monolithic application is structured. In the next video, we will look into Eureka server. Okay. Thank you.